Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Quranists Responses to Critics. Today we will be talking about MuslimVlogGuy. MuslimVlogGuy, we've had a discussion with him before, and he promised to produce some kind of answer to our refutation of his views. He never came back with that, nor did we expect him to. He was simply posturing at the time. But now, today, I've just been told that he has a video called Quranists are Kuffar that don't understand the Quran. And this video is linked on this video. And this video is MuslimVlogGuy showing his true colors, his hatred of the Quranists. Now there is no more pretense. He outrightly says that Quranists are kuffar, they are disbelievers. And in order to prove that, he shows this one imam guy who's it looks like he's lecturing in a masjid, and this imam provides a series of ayat and examples showing why Quranists are kuffar. The first example, or rather the first proof, so-called proof, that the Imam expounds is the example of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was a companion of the Prophet, and apparently some, a hukm or a law was given to a woman, and this woman said, "I don't find it in the pages of the Quran." So Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, "Wait a minute. Do you not see in chapter 59 verse 7, وَمَا أَتَاكُمْ رَسُولُ فَخُذُّهُ, whatever the Rasul gives you, take it, and whatever the Rasul stops you from, don't take it." Again and again, the traditionalists quote this ayah without any compunction whatsoever that this is not a full verse. I find that highly disrespectful to the text of the Quran. Did Allah reveal half a verse here and half a verse there? The phrase وَمَا أَتَاكُمْ رَسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ, wa, and. So how is this possible that this Imam quotes the verse halfway through like that? I just can't understand it. The entire verse goes, let me just open chapter 59 verse 7. What Allah has bestowed on His Messenger from the people of the townships belongs to Allah and to His Messenger, to kindred, to orphans, the needy, the wayfarer, in order that it may not make a circuit between the wealthy among you. Does that sound like hadith? Hadith is supposed to be distributed to the kindred, the orphans, the needy, and the wayfarer? Obviously not. It's talking about Allah, whatever Allah bestows. This is talking about the Islamic system, the distribution of wealth. And this Imam guy, he quotes it as if it does not exist in a context. Is this how you are supposed to quote the Quran? Then the verse goes, and take what the messenger gives you, and whatever the messenger gives you, take it. Whatever the messenger stops you from, stay away from it. And whatever the messenger gives you. And how dare we ignore the context like this? MuslimVlogGuy, you call us kuffar, but you know that concealment, that is the technical term for the word kafir. A kafir is someone who conceals something. I'm not calling anyone kafir, but the act of kufr is to conceal something. Don't you think concealment, this is concealment? You're concealing half a verse just to prove your point. I mean, obviously you've checked what the Imam said, right? I mean, you didn't just give a video just like that. You obviously must have checked. And this is how the Imam handles the Quran. It's disgraceful. It is disgraceful. The next thing the Imam says, again, another decontextualized verse. Yeah, this time chapter 53, verses 2 to 3, which is quite a classic among traditionalists. basically it says وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى, he does not speak of his own desire. إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى, it is not anything but a revelation given to him. It is not everything but a revelation. It. What's the it? Sunnah? Really? Did you read the context of this verse? Did you read the context of this verse, sir? Because Allah did not reveal the verse in a vacuum. He did not do that. Instead, He revealed this verse in a passage of the Quran. What does the passage say? Let's start. Let's be honest enough to open the passage from the beginning of the chapter. Yeah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَالنَّجْمِ إِذَا هَوَى, by the star when it goes down. مَا ضَلَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ وَمَا غَوَى, your companion is neither astray nor is he being misled. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى, and he does not speak of his own desire. إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى, it is not anything but a revelation sent down to him. عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَّةِ, عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَّةِ, he was taught by one mighty in power. Allamahu Ar-Rahman Allama al-Quran. Chapter 55, verse 2. The most merciful Allah, it is He who taught the Quran. Allamahu Shadidul Quwwah, he was taught by one mighty in power. Do you not see the concordance there? Your Imam did not corroborate the ayat with the ayat. He took the ayat out of context and presented it as if it is in a vacuum. And he calls us kuffar? Wow. Seriously, the world is full of ironies, but I have never seen a bigger irony than this. This is a very big irony, to call people who wish to learn and apply the book of Allah as kuffar. Do you want to see another act of concealment? Again, I'm not calling anyone kafir, I'm just saying it conceals half a verse. What your Imam quoted. Your Imam quoted chapter 16 verse 54 without any reference at all. Chapter 16 verse 44, sorry. He says, he quoted from here, yeah, he quoted, وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرِ, and we descended to you الذِّكْر لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ مَا نُزِّلَ عَلَيْهِمْ, that you may make clear for mankind what has been revealed to them. Fantastic. Except that's not the verse. The verse does not start there. The verse starts with بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ وَالزُّبُورِ, بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ وَالزُّبُورِ, with clarifications and scriptures. With clarifications and scriptures. وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرِ, and he descended to you الذِّكْر لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ. So it's not with hadith. There's no bil hadith there. There's no bis sunnah there. It's bil bayinat. Where do you find bayinat? Chapter 98, verse 1 to 2. لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين منفكين حتى تأتيهم البينة. Nor will the people of the book and the mushrikeen depart from you until comes to them al-bayyinah. Bil-bayyinat al-bayyinah. Verse 2. Rasulun min Allah yatlu suhufan mutahhara, a messenger from Allah reciting the verse, reciting the purified pages. Yatlu suhufan mutahhara. Why didn't your Imam quote this? Why didn't he quote this? Why did he conceal this? And how dare he calls us kafirs? We are the guys trying to study the book of Allah in context. We always put in context because that's how we get the full meaning. And you guys rip the verse out and you call us kuffar? Dear MuslimVlogGuy, I ask you, let us have a video-to-video debate. I will present to you a series of questions, and I hope you can answer those questions bravely on your channel. Don't snipe. Sniping is sniping the Muslim way of doing things? I don't know. I thought the Muslim way of doing things was to confront freely. Ya jadiluhum billati hiya ihsan. Hiya ahsan. Debate with them with that which is better. Allah told you to do this. Chapter 16, verse 1 to 5. So you're not doing this. Instead, you're just sniping from a distance using some imam who doesn't even provide references. So, MuslimVlogGuy, I ask you, is, you claim before, remember you said the Quran is clear, you said it. How is it possible that those who wish to practice the ayat of Allah can be kuffar? The ayat of Allah doesn't tell you to do charity? Doesn't it tell you to be kind to people? Doesn't it tell you to strive for justice? Of course it does. Doesn't it tell you that Allah is one? Of course it does. How are we kuffar? Please clarify for us. Please clarify. Because if you make takfir according to your own hadith, if you make takfir wrongly, we all know where the takfir falls onto. So Muslim Vlog Guy, this is not a game you play, just having fun on YouTube. I hope you take Deen very seriously, because the way you presented this video today is a very big disappointment. It is. You called us kuffar while quoting, your Imam called us kuffar while quoting half verses. Is this something Islamic to do? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. And I reissue my challenge to you. Let us have a video-to-video debate. We will talk point by point. You are free to ask me any point you want. I'll ask you as well, questions as well. Then we will see. Allah has said, قَدْ تَبَيَّنَ رُشْدًا مِنَ الْغَيِّ. Verily, guidance will be clear from error. Chapter 2, verse 256. لَا إِكْرَهَ فِي الدِّينِ قَدْ تَبَيَّنَ رُشْدًا مِنَ الْغَيِّ. So we have nothing to be afraid of. We have nothing to be afraid of. So with that, I close this very disappointing video response, a very disappointed rather video response. Muslim Vlog Guy finally coming out, telling the truth about his feelings about the Quraniyun. Hopefully he will be much more amenable now to a video-to-video debate. And I think everyone should see that we are not kuffar. We are trying our best to follow the book of Allah. In the video description Muslim Vlog Guy gave in his video, he says they are not united on a single issue. So I will start the video-to-video debate with one question. How many verses are abrogated according to the Ahlus Sunnah? How many verses are abrogated according to the Ahlus Sunnah? I will ask you that, Muslim Vlog Guy. I would like an answer, because the Quran is your primary source of law, your first asl in your usul al-fiqh. So how many verses are abrogated? Without knowing the number of abrogations, you cannot apply the Quran. How many verses are abrogated? I'd like the answer according to your ijma. Okay? Thank you very much indeed. For our viewers, we hope you stay tuned. We will inform you of all developments in this debate. Thank you very much indeed.